So this is a part 5 of how to make PHP project, that is banking system project. In this video, let us understand how to make account type page, account list page and admin main page. So let's see that how to create these three pages. So account type you already know, we created the table account type table. So indicating that in the bank what are the account types are available. So the customer can choose the one. Then what are the entries you do here? So we want to display it, actually you want to see that what are the entries are done. For that you can see the account type list, and then the other one is admin page, admin main page. Once you log in you should come to the main page. So presently you are doing one dummy page, but we'll change that and we provide all the links which are required for the admin main page. So these are the things we can create in this video. Let's see that how to do this step by step. So if you are watching this video first time, so we have this series part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. So you can just start with the part 1, so therefore you can learn completely. So meanwhile please also subscribe to our channel. Right, next we will move on. So first we go to the exam folder, that is in C drive. Then if you take HD docs, this is where we need to keep the project folder. This is the banking project, and here you can see that there is admin login. So where we can log in. Once you log in, it should take me to the admin main page. Right, so what I'll do is I'll just we are already running the exam server here. The server is running, therefore we can go to let me close this. Okay, so here you can see that this is a PHP admin, it's running. So here is the account type. So there are 4 columns, So account type name, account details, facility and minimum balance. So once you enter the data should come to this particular table. So we'll see that how to do this. And now we can open our project again. This is localhost banking project. Banking project, only if you take this much you'll take to the main page again. So click next, you can see that admin. So here we need to log in. So this is admin, then admin. When you click submit, so it'll come over here. Okay, so now we need to provide the links here, and we can change this picture or we can take out this picture. Okay, let us take out this picture and then we provide the options. What are the options required for the admin main page that we can provide? So what I'll do is I'll select the admin main page here. So edit it in Notepad++. So here it is. Fine. So this picture now we don't want. What we can do is we can take out this picture. Okay, so if you take out this picture, even this table is not required. So we'll remove this. Okay, so we'll remove this top table. Now you can see that there is another table with this. We don't require 100% now. So only we give the links actually. So therefore you can just take 40%. Then you can say align is equal to center. We'll keep it as center. Then TD. So here you need to provide all the options. So what are the options? So one is account details entry. Okay, so next one is account details list actually. So what are the entries are done? So that list we want to see. So therefore this is a list. Then we already discussed account approval, customer account approval. Who are all signed up, we need to check the details and then we need to give the approval. So again that is the list. So customer account list. So I can give account list. Okay, what are the one you already created, that list. Next is the deposit and deposit entry. So you can enter the deposit. Then we can have one more called the transfer list. So if the customer make the transfer, so we can able to see the transfer here. So therefore this is a transfer list. What are the money they transfer? Fine. So these are the options we can provide in the admin. So then we provide one more called as a logout. Done. So now if I save this, if I go back and if I refresh this now, you can see that it is displaying here. Fine. So it's very pale, so you can increase the font size. So therefore what we can do is, so we can just go back to Notepad++. Okay, we'll implement the CSS now. So this is style then slash style. So here we take the table, so this is table, open braces, flower bracket, and here is the font size, that is around 20 pixels. So it's increased, okay, a little bit more, 30 pixels we can make, and we can make border is equal to 1, and you can put some PG color. So now you can see that totally a different size, color, everything is appeared. So on the top, if you want some more space, so you have already some BR here, so you can use some more BRs. So bottom also same thing. Okay, so very simple. So this is done. So now this is account main page. Even you can type on the top account main page. So what you can do is we can just copy this. So this is admin main page. So this you can use H1 here. So H1 is heading 1. Now it looks different. Sorry, this is H1. Okay. So now refresh this. It's quite big actually. So instead of H1, we can make it as H2. Okay, so a little bit better now. So okay, so now you need to provide a links here. Okay, so in order to make the links, you can use the anchor here, href, that is equal to that corresponding file. It should go. What is the file name? So account details. So okay, this is admin side. So therefore admin account det.php. That is the file name, and close the anchor here. /a. So then you copy this, paste here, and everywhere you can paste. So you need to change the file name every place. That will do it. So if you log out, it should come back to home actually. So therefore you can use the index here. This is index.php, and /a again everywhere. Okay, so done. So now this is the account detail list actually, therefore you can add up to that list. So now done. So now refresh this. Now you can see that all the links are done. So when you say click logout, you'll come to main page. You can go to next admin, then you can log in again. So you'll come to the main page. Now if I click account details entry, so this should take me to the corresponding page. Presently is not there. So let's create the account details entry page. So how do we do that? So we already have a account login, admin login. So we open this page, right? So then we can save the same file in this name. So this is admin account detail page. So therefore we go to admin login, file, save as. So .php. Fine. So now you can see that the file is changed. So now it is a login page. Okay, so this is admin login. So instead of admin login, now we're supposed to make as a admin account detail. So we need to recall the same file again. Now this picture again we don't want. Okay, this table only we don't want. We'll take out the table which is already created here. We want only one table, and we can put it at the center. Align is equal to center. Okay, so here you can give the heading, account type details entry. This is the first page. So here is the account name. Then second column, account details. So therefore this is supposed to be account details. And this password you need to change to text again, because now this is just a text actually. So next one, the facilities and the minimum balance. So this is facilities. So next one, minimum balance. So now change the text name. This is 3 and this is 4. Now if you save this and then if you refresh here, or you can go back, so you can see that account details entry, all the fields are there. When you submit, so now we need to send this data to the table. Let's see that how to send the data to the table. Fine. So again the same thing, connection file, that is what we call again. What is connection file? So this is to connect to the banking database. Okay, this is the banking data, that is the one. Next, so we already know server request method is equal to post. When you post this, first time this will not execute, because next time when you click, because there is a method is post, it will execute. And here we have two variables. So now what we can do is we can copy and paste, make it 4 now. So this is 3 and this is 4. 3 then 4. Now this is not a select statement now, so this is supposed to be insert statement. Therefore you can write the insert statement here. Insert into. So you should have give the correct table name. So therefore you go there here, account type tab. Account type tab. So then you say values. So what are the values you need to give? So if you want to give V1, then comma, V2, then again comma, this is V3, then comma, V4. For V4 there is no need of single quotes, because V4 is a number now. So therefore you need to remove the, for V4 no single quotes on both the sides, because that is a numeric. So you can see that this is a numeric, rest of them are characters. Okay, so now we can execute the query. Fine. So now result is equal to connection query SQL queries. This is the insert statement. You should execute this in the connection. So connection is the banking database. So therefore there it should execute, and then it will result is true or false, whether executed or not. So therefore this is not required. So therefore if it's true, what you want to do, and if it's false, what you want to do. So if it's true, what we can do is we can say the result. So we declare one more variable, $result is equal to empty. Fine. So here no need to send to other place. So you can say $result is equal to record inserted. Right. So if not, what is the message you want to give? So we want to give the message record not inserted, some problem. Now because this value is inside the variable, we need to display this value. So where do we display? So we can display it in the last line of this table. So you can just copy, okay, we can copy this one. Okay, so here you can see that account details entry is there, so that you can take it out. So here you can use the PHP again, question mark PHP echo $res semicolon question mark, close the PHP tag. Now if the value is there, the value will be displayed here. If there is no value, will not be displayed. First time it is empty, because first time when you execute this code, initially it's empty. Only if it's a post method, it will go inside here. This will be stored, or this one will be stored, and that will be displayed in the bottom. Okay, so this is the logic. Now we'll see that whether all these things works or not. So just go back to this page. I can see that it is empty here. So account name SB 0 balance. Okay, so you can say 0 balance account. Okay, this is the account name, account details. So this is a zero balance account. Facilities, so one checkbook, online transactions, and minimum balance anyway is a zero balance, so therefore it is a 0. Now when you click submit, so this data should go to the table. That is what very important. So check. Okay, so record not inserted, some problem. So now we need to figure out what is the problem, why is not inserted. So in order to do this, we can use one more echo statement here. So now you can see that values, there is a bracket here, but we don't put the bracket here, so therefore this is the main problem. So there is an open bracket and there must be a close bracket here, that is not there. Okay, so now I rectify this. What we can do is we can refresh it. Refresh means reload the same data. So now we can see record inserted. Now we need to cross verify whether inserted or not. So now we can go to this account type. So you can see the zero balance account, the record inserted. Now it's successful. So now try again one more. This is SB silver account. 2 checkbooks. Then online transfer. So this is unlimited or 100 online transfer. Minimum balance you need to maintain 5,000 rupees. So you can write more facilities here, there is no problem, because up to 250 characters we have provided. Submit, record inserted. Now if you click this, there are 2 records. Fine, so hope you understand how to insert the data now. Now what are the data we are inserted? Now we need to provide one more button to go back. So here we are not provided. So otherwise we can provide one here, go back. Okay, so therefore let's create one more back option here, or home. So you just have to go back. So this is a submit. Here you can do is, okay, so let's say anchor a href. So this is admin main page .php. Then you can call it as a back here /a. So now there is an option called as back. So we'll come back to this one. Now when I click account detail list, so all the entries whatever we done, how you can see here, same way we need to display them. So for that again we need to write the code. So we need to create a new page. Okay, so what we can do is, okay, so which one? We can use this one only. Later we can modify this. So this is save as detail list PHP. Okay, so now we don't require all these things, so therefore I'll just take out this. Okay, so this if statement we don't want. So this post also is not required now. So therefore even this is not required. Okay, so anyone this is also not required. So we need to write the select statement here. So therefore you have to write select star from account type tab. So then this is not required, so we take out this. Only thing is you can use the order by account. So column name, first column name, account type name, right. So once you execute this, so this will go to result. From the result we need to read the values and then we need to display the values. Right, now let's see that how to do this. So we can save this. Right, so next step is we have to use the while statement here. While, so while because, so if there is a record, we need to print the record. So you can say $row, that is equal to $result. So because values are there in the result, then you have to use the keyword fetch row, fetch underscore row. Each should fetch the particular each row. So till the rows are there, so therefore you can use the flower bracket here. Then you can close the flower bracket. So here you can use the print or echo statement. Let's say echo statement, echo. Now So we need to print the table tr here. So this is tr td. Okay, so heading and all will print on the top. So we take only this here. Dot. So dot is a concatenate operator. So here the first value. So therefore dollar row of 0. Row of 0 means first column. Then again this is slash td. Again td has to be opened for second column. Close this. Then again, so these things will continue. So therefore you can just copy this. The second column, third, fourth. So now you can see that this is the first one. So this is the second one. This is the third. And here td, and then you need to close the tr here. So this is slash tr. Okay. So now this is closed. So this is up to, this is PHP. So we can write here also echo statement, but otherwise outside also we can print directly HTML. So this is slash table. So where do we start the table? So before the PHP we'll start the table. So here we can start the table. So this is table, align center, then width is equal to some 80%, right? Then cell padding is equal to 5, cell spacing is equal to 5. Alright, so now that is done. So the next one, so heading actually, so these are the values, but you want the heading. So if you want heading, what I do is, okay, I just copy this. So what is the first column? So this is the account name, then so this has to come here, right? So details, so next facilities, next one minimum balance. So this is the heading actually, therefore the heading has to come here. So this is tr slash tr, right? So this is one row, so here is the multiple rows, right? So save this. So these are the important lines. Okay, so this is the connection file, this is the session start not required because there is nothing session here. So while this will execute any number of records. Okay, if there are 2 records, 2 times will be executed. If there are 5 records, 5 times will be executed. So save this. So then come back and click here. There is a problem, line number 30 unclosed. Okay, so let's see that what is the line number 30. So here it is. Okay, so what happened? So okay, there is a echo, there is one more close bracket should be there here and semicolon. So because of that error, so save this now. So refresh this. Now you can see that it's printing. So now what we can do is we can just put a border here. Table border is equal to 1. So now if I refresh this, now you can see that the details will be come in this particular format. Now here somewhere you need to provide the back option. So therefore what you can do is, so outside this, so you can write on anchor href. So again it should come back to main page where we done this. So this is banking project. Okay, here is the one. So here we written back. Okay, so therefore this is required. So just copy this. So let me paste it over there. So this will go to left. Okay, let it be there. So here you can see that there is a back option. So when I click back, it will come back to the main one. So now the 3 files we done. So one is this admin main page, account details entry. This is the one. And if you go back, so account details list. So here you can see the list. We can add a lot of things to that, but this is the minimum requirement that I have shown. So please try this. So later we can see that how do we do the rest of the part.